Hello students, in this video we shall see an example of DFSM which accepts strings of A's and B's starting with the string AB. Okay, it is a DFSM, construction of a DFSM to accept strings of A's and B's which starts with the string AB. We know that the deterministic finite state machine which is defined as M is a quintuple which has got 5 components, that is K, sigma, delta, S and A. We know that K is a finite set of states of the DFSM. Sigma is the alphabet over which we construct the DFSM. S is the initial state of the DFSM and it belongs to the finite set of states which are defined, and A is a subset of K which is a set of all accepting or final states. A is a subset, okay, it can be more than one final state. And delta stands for the transition functions of the deterministic finite state machine. We have a few steps in the construction of DFSM which is already defined for you. That is, we identify minimum string, we identify the alphabet, then we construct the skeleton DFSM, we identify all the transitions which are not defined in the skeleton DFSM construction, and then we construct the final DFSM. We shall look at the example of this video, that is, construction of a DFSM to accept strings of A's and B's which starts with the string AB. This is the condition for the construction of the DFSM. Okay, so what do we do in the first step? It is to identify the minimum string. So looking at the question, we know that the minimum string is AB, right? It should start, the DFSM should start with string AB. So the minimum string of this DFSM is AB. The second step is to identify the alphabet. So over which symbols do we construct the DFSM? It is strings of A's and B's. So we know that alphabet set is A, B. The step 3 is to construct the skeleton DFSM using the minimum string. So we use the step 1 and step 2 to construct the skeleton DFSM. Therefore, the DFSM for the string AB, which is identified in step 1, can be constructed as shown below. Okay, we know that we have a start state Q0 and it is labeled as Q0. On the state Q0, we input the first symbol, okay, and this on receiving A, Q0 goes to state Q1. On state Q1, we give the second input symbol, and on receiving B, Q1 goes to state Q2. With this, we finish the input string, or we come to the end of the input string. Therefore, Q2 is our final state. And this is the DFSM for the string AB. And AB is the minimum string of this DFSM. In the step 4, we have to identify all the transitions which are not defined in step 3. So what are the transitions which are not defined in step 3? We have the DFSM like this, the minimum or the skeletal DFSM. Okay, we know that for the moment we tell it's a DFSM, then we have to define transitions for all input alphabets, right? So we have two input symbols, that is A and B. and on every state we need to define a transition for A as well as B. So see the transitions which are defined in step 3. Okay, we have on state Q0 when we gave an input A, on state Q1 when we gave an input B. These were the two transitions which were defined for the skeletal DFSM. So define the other transitions which were not identified in step 3. On Q0 we had defined for A, but we had not defined for B, right? On state Q1 we had defined for B, but we had not defined for A. And on state Q2 we didn't define for both A and B. So these are the transitions which we identify in step 4. So we need to define a transition for on state Q1 if an input B is given, to which state will it go? On state Q1 if it receives an input A, to which state will it go? And the state Q2 on receiving inputs A and B, to which state will it go? Okay. So these 4 transitions will have to be, along with the skeleton DFSM, completes the final DFSM, and we need to construct the DFSM from the steps 3 and 4. The skeleton DFSM went like this. We had state Q0. On the state Q0 we give an input symbol BA. Okay, so Q0 to Q1, and then on receiving B, Q1 went to state Q2. This was the skeletal DFSM, and we had to define 4 transitions, that is on Q0 B, which state do we go? On Q1 if we give an input A, to which state do we go? On Q2 if we receive A, to which state do we go? On Q2 on receiving B, which state does it go? These were the 4 transitions which we identified in step 4. Okay. Now for the construction of DFSM, we will take each transition. Okay. Delta, Q0 and A. We had a transition Q1. Okay. Because the string has to start with AB. The string has to start with AB. So this is why. Can we have B in state Q0? Okay. Can the string start with B for this DFSM? Can the string start with B for this DFSM? No, we cannot start it with B. Therefore, the sequence B is rejected. Why is it rejected? Okay, because it does not start with substring AB. Therefore, we do not define any transition. Okay. Now going to the second transition, that is delta on state Q1 if we see an A. Okay. We know that Q1 is a state which receives the second input. Okay. So we know that it should be B. We can have only symbol B. We cannot have a A, right? We cannot have a A. Okay. Now we have already moved from state Q0. We can have a B, A, but we cannot have a B. Okay. And we have reached Q1 state. Okay. On Q1 state, we have defined a transition for B. What about A? Can we have an A? No, we cannot have an A because we cannot accept the sequence AA. We can accept the sequence AB, but we cannot accept the sequence AA. This is wrong. Okay, so again this string is rejected. This string is rejected. Okay, now we'll take the third transition, Q2. On state Q2, if we see an A, okay, now we have already seen if we are reaching Q2, we know that the DFSM has already seen two symbols and A and B. Okay, it has already seen, DFSM has already seen these two symbols A and B, and we are talking about the third symbol, that is A. Can we accept this string? Yes, because it is a string AB and then A. Okay, it is string AB. Already we have seen two strings. This was state Q0, this was state Q1, and this is in state Q2. So we are not worried about this because we have already seen string AB. So we accept this transition. Okay. What about the fourth transition, delta of Q2 and B? Now in case we are in state Q2, it means that the DFSM has already seen these two input strings, that is A and B, and it has come to the third character of the input string. This was in state Q0, this was in state Q1, this is in state Q2. Again this will be accepted because A, B, A, and this is A, B, B. This is accepted. We have already seen the string starts with A, B, and therefore we are not worried about what happens afterwards. Sequence A, B, B can be accepted. Therefore, the language for this DFSM will be something like this. AB is your minimum string, then we can have AB and then A, AB and then B. If you are talking about four character strings, then we can have AB, AA, AB, 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 BA and AB, BB. Goes on like this. Okay. So in all the cases we have seen one thing in common. It should start with the string AB. It should start with the string AB. We are not worried about what follows AB. We are not worried about what follows AB. The only condition which has to be satisfied is start with AB. After that you can have any number of A's and B's. After that we can have any number of A's and B's. So completing the DFSM will be like this. On Q0 you can have an A, and we go to state Q1 on receiving an input A. From Q1 you go to state Q2 on receiving an input B, and this was our minimum DFSM. So after that, based on the transitions, on Q0 we cannot have a B, which means that we cannot have DFSM which starts with a B, and on Q1 we cannot have a, which means that the second symbol of your string cannot be A in any case. Whereas in the state Q2, that is, once we have seen A and B, we can have any number of A's and B's. So what do we do for these two symbols here? We define a new state which is called as the trap state. Okay. So in case the strings start with B, then we push them to a trap state or an error state. QT which is called as Q trap, or QE, which is called as a error state. Okay, and in case on Q1 state, in case we see an input A, then we put it into a trap state. On the trap state, so it tells us that once the DFSM goes into the trap state, there is no way for the DFSM to come back into the flow of the transitions. Therefore, the final DFSM is given like this: Q0 A, on Q1 we see an input B. This is our final state, and we can see any number of A's and B's once we have seen A and B. And just to make it very clear, in case the strings start with B, then we push it immediately to the trap state, and in case we see the second symbol as A of the string, then we push it into the trap state. And on the trap state, once the system enters the trap state, we do not bother about the number of A's and B's which are received. Therefore, M is equal to our states. We have Q0, Q1, Q2. We can also write the Q trap state. Even if you don't write it, it's okay. Okay. Then our input symbol, that is A and B. All the transitions, we'll list them out. Then we have the start state, which is Q0, and then we have the set of final state, that is Q2. Okay, where the transitions are given like this: delta. We have two symbols, input symbols A and B. Okay, Q0 was our start state, so it is given with an arrow mark. Q0 on seeing A goes to Q1, Q0 on seeing B goes to Q trap. Now in state Q1, if you see an A, we go to Q trap. On seeing B, we go to Q2. The state Q2 is a final state. So on seeing A, it goes to Q2, we remain in the same state. On seeing B, it remains in the same state. These transitions, which are listed in the tabular format, can be also given in the list format like this: delta, Q0 and A, you go to Q1. Delta, Q0 and B, no transition is defined, or you can write QT. Delta, Q1 and A, there is no transition which is defined, or you also can write QT. Delta, Q1 and B, we go to state Q2. Delta, Q2 and A, we go to state Q2. And delta, Q2 and B, we go to state Q2. So this is the DFSM to accept strings of A's and B's starting with string AB.